Okay, so let's see. Is this working? Working? Good. Assume yes. Okay. I wonder if there's any audio. Sorry. Uh, Input. Hello? Oh, group. Okay. Um, I'd actually like to know if the audio is working. Is it working? The phone version seems to freeze. So I've got like this thing here is just frozen. Hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to assume that it is working. If anyone's watching, you could confirm that there's any audio coming through, that would be cool. Otherwise, we may be doing a silent coding. Guess it works. Okay, cool. So welcome to the day 4 of building a half-baked um, Microsoft Recall clone. So this is where we take a bunch of screenshots as we use a computer, and then we can ask questions about those screenshots. Well, just like things like when was I using this, or um, what recipe did my friend recommend the other day, things like that. Okay, so if you're watching live, welcome. Yeah, thanks for coming. I really appreciate. I've been streaming more this week, and I really look forward to it, even though I'm pretty tired at this time of the day. But it's always exciting to be around here. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to also follow on Twitch. Then you get notifications. And yeah, and if it is the first time you're watching this, I've been doing these streams where I try to solve problems, and I pretty much go totally unprepared into it. So we never know what's going to happen. Today, I am thinking about, so actually, it's just a quick recap. So what do we have already? If we go here, we have a small application, very simple, that given some images that are stored already, it will we can ask questions about them. We can also process images, extract information, and store that information. So what that means is we can take screenshots manually today. We can extract information about them, what's on the screen, etc. We can store that, and then we can recall it when we ask a question. So the question we've been testing is, when was I using OBS? And there's a single screenshot that has OBS as the main window, and it seems to be getting right all the time. So let's always start by confirming we're still in a good place. So there we go. Screenshot. So what's happening here is that it is just recalling the information associated with that image. So it's not answering our question. So today I'd like to potentially do two things. So one is take the screenshot on a regular basis and automate that. And that will allow us to extract a few other bits of metadata. For example, date when the screenshot was taken, uh, the windows that were open, the active window, maybe mouse position, I don't know, like whatever we find that is important for the context, we can test that over time. And the other side is when we recall. So where is it? When we recall, we also want to filter the requests and get maybe an answer to our query. So today, let's think a bit more about, maybe I'm going to start with this bit. So let's think a little bit more about the output. Um, so, so for the output, we actually, let's just, on the recall stage, the inputs, I like putting arrows. Okay, so the inputs will be a user query, right? And then the outputs, we would like a answer to the query and a list of relevant screenshots. So uh, the ideal case, I'm not going to be drawing here, but the ideal case would be something similar to what Recall has, and then there's some answer at the top. And then we have like a grid of images. And the very ideal case, we would be processing those images to summarize them or create like a little caption based on the query. But I think that would be quite expensive. Uh, as we saw yesterday, just running the very few images I have, I'm spending 10p or 10 cents every time I run it. So I'd like to avoid that. Um, I had planned this to be the last stream of this project and start something else new next week. But I also want to get to a point where we can run all this locally and then cost is not as much of an issue. So maybe next week we'll continue that. We'll see. So today let's think about this. So, okay. Um, so for the output, so what do we have? We already have the list of documents that we extract that are related. At the moment, we have this top K, which means we always get a certain number of documents. We want to filter that because it's possible that the second one or the third one are not relevant anymore. And then, yeah, and then we want to answer. So what I'm thinking, like the most basic thing we can do is to pass the results into the LLM in the query and just ask it to rate or to rank and filter. Then I'm also thinking about, so for now I'm going to assume the order will stay. It's already, we only have one source of data, so, but anyway, either way. So what I'm thinking is I then needs a way to relate the information I passed back to the images. So I need to pass them IDs, and I hope ChatGPT won't be messing up my IDs. I could for now start by not allowing re-ranking and just trying to answer the question and filter out and say how many of the results are relevant. Okay, if this doesn't make much sense, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid complexity at this point. Because if you think about it, if we have like a, what am I doing? Still trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. You know what? I've got I've got a remarkable, and this is supposed to allow me to draw and share. Although I'll need to set that up. Maybe for next time. So now you know. Next time, maybe I'll be right. So what I was trying to say is that we have some alignment, right? So we have a n results and n images. I don't want to be setting the images all the time. And and I want to be able to reorder the results and then know to which images they were related. So I can use an ID or even the image path, but then I need to guarantee that the results that OpenAI gives me are correct. We can just test that. And then the other problem is just the parsing of it, which again, I'm just trying to avoid complications. Okay, so let me think. We have an hour. What can we do in an hour? We can start by um, prototyping this. So we go to ChatGPT. Let me say, given this user, actually, let me just zoom in. Well, given this user query, what is this query? So um, which of the following results are relevant? Okay. The second result. What? Okay, I have an idea. Let's start simple. Let's not do any re-ranking yet. So what we do now is we just assume that all the documents we retrieved are in some way relevant, or at least it doesn't hurt by showing them on the screen. We're going to be answering the question anyway. So what we're going to do is similar to what we had there, but okay, given sorry, I'm going to have to work on the prompt a little bit, but the idea is just to say, given um, these results, uh, given these results, and I'll have to explain what those results are in a minute, but given these results, let's put them. I also think it is getting confused with me not splitting this correctly. In this result, okay. We might use JSON soon. Result one, result two. Answer the user query in a single short sentence. Let's see if this works. Um, okay, lasted. Okay, cool. Yeah, we don't have dates, I guess. We would need more metadata. Um, we can also ask another question. So, for example, query, does was I using dark mode or not? Not sure if you remember a couple of streams ago, I was kind of finding it curious. It keeps talking about dark mode, Yeah, there's not a place where it will talk about that. Or maybe I'd like to have it. Okay, wait a sec. What operating system was I using? Okay. Uh, so we're going to focus on just answering questions for now. I can't stop thinking that I do not know if there's any audio on this stream. So Twitch. Okay. Can we hear anything? Hello. Um, I'm really going to hope that the problem here is just my headphones not being properly set. Oh no. Oh, what am I doing? Actually, good thing I just did this. Because now I know my headphones are not properly set, so that's the main reason. And why is that? Um, mm. You're not going to play sounds. Okay, give me just a second. I'm just going to check on the phone. Okay. If anyone can confirm that you can hear anything. Uh, okay, well, let's continue. Uh, okay, so what are we going to do? So we have the processing images and then the recall. This kind of auto is getting to me. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so then we get to okay, it's okay. We're putting 2. Let's go 3, or I believe it's default as well. Let's not do defaults. Okay, 3. Okay, let's ask the LLM. So now we have here code that does LLM requests. We're going to have this. This one is for images, so it does something different. We're going to use this one. So where is it? Completions, create, and then model. Do I have it here? Cool. What else do I need? Uh, okay, so create takes the model and then the prompt. We're going to do that in a minute. Let's just get a quick example. Also, I was researching this for the UI. We'll see that in a minute. Okay, Python installed. Then we set up. That's fine. Then we get this. This is pretty much all we need. So, chat. Yes. Okay, let's just copy this quickly. And we'll need to start moving code soon after. Okay, so let's clean this up again. Inference model, OpenAI client. Okay, then we have a system. Okay, so this is extract prompt. Okay, let's keep it like this. And then actually let's get this. Answer prompt. Okay, so you are an assistant looking through the user's macOS screen to extract relevant information to answer. Looking through screenshots. Sorry, descriptions of screenshots from a user um, to answer questions about what was happening on screen. Okay. And okay. So now keep the answers concise and relevant to the user's query. Okay, if possible, a single sentence is ideal. Just a single sentence is ideal. Okay, let's start with this. The system. Okay, and then the user. Okay, so now here we put a query. Target completion. The answer. Then we're going to return the answer and the results. Okay. Yes. Okay, so message. Where is it? Um, okay, let's start with this for now. Let's inspect it and then just we return empty. Oh, yes. I'm forgetting something very important. I'm not passing the results. But what else is happening? Not enough values to unpack. Where? Okay, so recall 146. Oh yes, because we're not returning any results. Although this should work. Ah, yes, I did change the return type. Okay, so answer, and then we do this. Okay, it's empty, and then here we want the content. If it, no, we're checking yet, that's fine. So this can be none. Okay, actually, let's provide that, or none. So if completion trade, it's actually if not, then we return none. Now here we do need to check response, then answer and documents actually from response. Okay, and we need to say if not response, no exit, no answer found. Okay, also let's just do this quickly. It just helps manage. Oh, this one, return here. And later you can make it async. Okay, so if that, we return. Okay. Now here, get document. And here too, documents. Okay. Try this again. Okay, still seems to be working. I'm actually going to stop using the phone one because I'm getting distracted with this. Okay, fine. Where was I? So just rename that to documents. Makes sense. This is mine. Ideally, we would actually put some arguments here so we can ask different questions. Uh, okay, and now we need to put the results here. So now what I'm going to do you just have a completion. So assistant, basically just starting to complete. Okay, can you actually let's invert this. What do you want to know? Okay, and we're going to move that here, and we're going to have another one here. And here are my screenshots. Yeah, here's a list of screenshots. Oh, come on, screenshot descriptions. Okay, and then we want to serialize this. So let's do it. Okay, documents to prompt. Check that in a second, just reminding myself of what's in the documents. So it's the encoded image and the detail. So yeah, it's already doing that. Enumerating, cool. Just doing that, and then let's put two. Actually, let's just do. Here's a list. What we're going to do now, we're going to append and put a separator separately. Uh, uh, okay, so then we do this, we join. So far, so good. Okay, here's a list of screenshots, and then here's the first one. Details. I think for now this is probably okay. Okay. Then we also add this here. No, actually, yeah, we don't need that. Okay, so documency prompt there, there, and there. So we've got that, and then the assistant goes next. Okay. We've got three results now. And the answer is you were using OBS version this. The stream duration indicates that you had been streaming for an hour and eight. Let's quickly check. I think it's like this one. Yep. Where is it getting this information? There you go. There. So it's pretty good. We should probably pass a bit more information. Okay, so we can answer the question. Let's just make this slightly more readable. Um, okay, cool. Actually, so it's not too bad. We now can get that answer. To be honest, I think, yeah, my brain is definitely stopping. I think I'm going to leave this here for a moment. We'll want to clean up this code, but that's not as interesting. Um, so what I'm thinking, do I clean up the code? Do I do some output? Let's commit. Okay, we got a bunch of prompts. Okay, answers the question. Okay, so let's now maybe try and render something. And I'm going to ask for the help of Mr. ChatGPT. So in Python, I have a list. Why don't they support the whisper thing here? That would be cool. Okay, so I have a list of screenshots of images with some caption. I want to render them in a grid with Python Tkinter. Okay. Um, truncate the captions to 200 characters. Okay. How do I do that? So pillow. We actually have the base64 version of the image available. Okay, let's read that in a second, but my images are base64 encoded with this code. Oh, here, what am I doing? Okay. Okay, let's see. So we've got Tinker, we've got Pill to process the images. By 64, we're going to decode, I guess. And then this is how we truncate the caption. And yes, I could try and do everything myself, but I actually want to share how, like kind of adapt as well as we go forward more and more. We should be using these things, but my recommendation is, as you would do with Stack Overflow or anything else, do not use code that you do not understand. That doesn't mean you cannot use it if you don't understand, but you should be definitely like, if there's something you don't understand, go and try and figure out what it means, even if it works. Um, I'm kind of telling that to myself as well, if that makes sense. So truncate caption. Okay. So if the caption is more than the length we want, we just truncate. No science here. We're decoding. Let me just make sure we're using the same things. Yeah. Are we? We're decoding and actually converting it into an image. Oh, no. Um, we're doing that. That's fine. Fine. Okay. Okay. When we create a grid, we'll get there in a minute with initializing as well. Okay, so first thing, let's just have it so that I can decode images. Okay, so pip install pillow. Cool. Hmm. Did I get this? Oh, okay. Okay. Now this little decoder should also. Oh yes, I/O. Where is the I/O coming from? You see, this is actually something I'm not sure if I know. So Python I/O module. I mean, I understand what it is for, but I don't know much about it. Oh, what am I saying? Um, okay, ignore what I just said. I'm so used to just do it this way. Okay, import I/O. What are we using it for? Okay, so memory byte strings. Okay, cool. We just creating a byte string in memory. Let's see, binary a binary stream using an in-memory bytes buffer. Okay. Cool. And my understanding is that image is now going to own it, so we don't need to free it up. Okay. Okay. So we've got the decoder working. Gives it an image. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to create a grid. What's happening here? So we go through all the images with captions, which are our documents. And you know what? Let's just shrink this here a little bit. So we have the decoder. Okay. Show results. Let's do that. And for now, this is going to return none. Let's pass it. So what we're going to do is have a create gallery this or show color. And then on the show results, we're going to do this. Okay, so we're going to initialize. Flashback. So let's call it Mochi Flashback. TK. Yeah, we need a part. Why? Oh, yes, yeah, these are different things. Okay, we've got the title. Then we've got the images. That's okay. So here we want to pass the answer and the documents. Here are a list of documents. And here we want the documents. Okay. So here we show results, we show the answer and the documents. Okay, we're going to keep this for now so we can debug. I hope this won't backfire. Okay, and then we go here, we show gallery. And here we show the answer. Okay, we've got the skeleton. Okay, so now for the documents, let's do the gallery. So what we have is we need to decode the images. And here it is doing that in this stage, but that's because it's creating. I'm not going to do that. Actually, it's saying, oh, no, it is encoding. This is okay. So where is it decoding? There you go, here. So this is actually fairly similar to what we want. So this, we're going to calculate the positions. We're going to do that in a second. So let's go. So for, let's remind me again, details and encoded image. We're going to decode the image. Yeah. We're going to create a thumbnail. Interesting. What's the difference? Um, pillow, image, resize versus thumbnail. Okay, thumbnail resize the largest size, preserves the aspect ratio. Oh yeah, I see. Um, the large. So basically, just giving it like a thumbnail area, and it will try and fit the image inside, keeping the ratio. So that's kind of what we want. So, pillow, dog. We want the image. Okay. Okay. So we want to pass in the size. Actually, we'll do that in a second. So we do that. Let's put it here. Thumbnail size. For now, just keep it like that. Just want the quickest possible thing. Okay, so then we have a photo image. What is this? Oop. Okay, compatible photo image. This can be used everywhere. Expect an image object. Okay, it's just compatible version. So, but what's the difference? Ah, okay. Guess this is the key. Cool. Um, so we've got the image. Then create the frame. Hmm. Okay. So let's see. Uh, how do frames work in Tkinter? Yeah, like I'm not sure why I need a frame. I think this is actually okay. If we already bring it in an outer frame. Ah, wait. Yes, because we need to set it as a grid and set it to the right place. But where is root coming from? Okay, root is here. And then the grid size. Okay, let's just follow what they're saying, and then we're going to change. Because I don't want 3 by 3. I want to have. I want to set how many I want horizontally, how many columns, but then go as far as needed. Which may mean I just need to calculate it. That's fine. Okay, so let's go. You have a label. So, oh, TTK. Okay, so we have a root. Need to calculate this in a minute. So we've got a frame. Then image label, we put the image, we pack. We need to figure out what this is. Okay, image label. Where's that coming from? That's here. Image label, this doesn't exist, so we'll check in a minute. Okay, another thing to check. Then repack. That's fine. Okay, so what we have here, we need to figure out what's the type of this image spec. Okay, so I'll see that in a second. And then the caption. Hmm. Handbook. Okay. Okay, image. I still want to achieve something, so I'm going to not follow my advice, and I'm just going to start doing things a bit faster here. Um, we create a window. Okay, we have a canvas. We'll check that in a minute. Uh, photo image. What are we doing here? Label image. Okay, for now, let's forget the grid. Oh, yeah, this is the thing that is going to. So that's supposed to work. What am I missing? Photo image is incompatible with image. Is it? Oh, great. Um, label. Okay, we'll come back to this in a minute. I see. Okay, let's simplify this again. We don't need root. Okay, so first thing, we just need to render the images. I'm going to get to this point, image TK, photo image, yes. Then this label is the important bit. Great. Okay, let's find label. It's the label. Label options. Image specifies an image to display. Ah, okay. There we go. And then default image name. The rest list of defined by this. Ah, interesting. And converting existing applications to use the tile objects. I feel like the problem here is that image spec is not what I want. So, oh, no, it could be an image or a string. And the photo image, image, also an image. So it's supposed to be compatible. Okay, so image, image DK. Where is this? Oh, okay, so let's not do anything here. And now what we're going to do, just to debug, is we're going to get all the documents. So we're going to comment this out. And going to show results. And we're just going to get store, load store, then store documents. Let's just start with this and render so we're not calling is not call oh yeah. Okay, so that we're not calling the LLM every time I want to test this. Uh, okay, let's try. Oh, okay. Okay, done. What am I doing? Uh, it's my problem with these things. Like, everything works fine for scripts, and then once you start doing like UI or basic other basic things, I need to install a bunch of. Well, I guess I'm just frustrated, but I do use PyEnv, so maybe I should follow this instead. Mm. Let's see. Okay, come on. Okay. Mm. Yay. Come on, just close. Not very confident I'm doing the right thing here. Why does he need to install all this? Oh, wait, I know. Because it's upgrading a bunch of things. I could run this more often. Well, I guess today you get to see me a bit more frustrated with things not working. So, uh, so while this finishes, I'm going to continue thinking about next week. So as I was saying in the beginning, and I feel we're going to be interrupted by this finishing very, very soon. But as I was saying in the beginning, I'm thinking next week of maybe spending some time loading local models with the LM Studio, then kind of experimenting with some vision models and language models, and replace what we have. So we might not get as good results, but at least it would be running locally. And I thought it might be good to just spend a couple of days exploring LM Studio because I haven't done that before. And then we can use it here and for other things as well. Um, yeah, and then after that, I actually have a few interesting ideas. I'm still kind of coming up with a list, but I have a few interesting ideas around vision, not necessarily using ChatGPT, but we'll see. So if by any chance you're watching this in a place you can comment, if you could just comment any ideas you'd like to see me try, hopefully around like AI, LLMs. Doesn't need to be Python necessarily, but it could be something else. The downside of running things locally is that I have no idea if my machine can sustain running local models and still stream, but we'll figure out. I have about 10 minutes and then I need to go to an appointment. So I do think I'm not going to finish this today. And it's kind of like, as I was saying, just importing the code without understanding is not going to be very wise. So it's a pity that didn't get to display the grid. But we did see the answers working. So we know that it works. It just, it would be nicer to see it in the grid. And note to self, do not run brew on a stream. Oh, why did it decide to reinstall or update the whole machine? It would be cool to know how long. Okay, let's continue tab. Okay, Python version. We is TK here or not? Nope. Okay, I'm calling it Tinker. It's actually Tkinter. Uh, is this all? Hey, still going. Okay. What? Oh, really? Oh, okay. So I think, unfortunately, I will have to stop pretty soon. It's unfortunate we didn't get to show the images that way. But since we have maybe a couple of minutes, uh, like how I have to do all this? Like, isn't the whole point? Okay. Yeah. How are we doing? Still going. Unbelievable. Okay, we've got this. Yeah, actually, I think my issue is that I should be doing this one. Okay, I'll set it up offline. I don't think it makes sense to just be looking at me setting these things up. Um, it's unfortunate that it went into installing all these things. So in that case, let's just very quickly figure out this last thing. So we have some grid size on X, so horizontal. So I guess the row is just the integer division by that size, and then the module. Sorry, I don't know how to say it. Yeah, then the remainder goes into where to position. So sorry, row. Yeah, so we know how many things we can fit per row. And then we need to know exactly in what column, which is like within that row, how many things were still left on that division. That's fine. That makes sense. It's kind of so I'm just trying to kind of burn time. I think I'm going to let it run and maybe stop here. There's even a high chance that this is going to affect my Obsidian run, my Obsidian install. So cool. So what have we done today other than waiting? Oh, it's so slow. Yep. Okay. So today we did not do the screenshots. We did look at results. We got it to answer the question. So given the documents that we recalled, we can answer the user query. We got it to show all those, and then we started uh, looking into a UI for our results. At which point we got a bit stuck, or I got a bit stuck. But otherwise, I mean, it's end to end. We got all the results. I just need to make it take the screenshots automatically. And so what I want to do, and tomorrow we're going to be working from London, so I want to be able to stream. But what I want to do is to just have a two mains for this project. One that is to take the screenshots and process the screenshot, and then yeah, one that takes screenshots and processes the screenshots. The other one that does the recall where we can pass the question. For processing screenshots, one interesting thing would be that if we're taking the screenshots on a regular basis, although I'm probably only going to make it like every few minutes as opposed to seconds, but if we're taking on a regular basis, we don't want to be calling the LLM all the time. So we could probably even use OpenAI batch mode or something. Again, we'll do it locally at some point, but where we just take screenshots, save them with some metadata, and then we go as we have like a few screenshots, we process them either at that point or when we ask a question. But I guess that is more of a problem of scale and optimization. So what we're going to do is very simple. Um, take screenshot, process screenshot, store it, save the store. That's it. Go to recall, we load the store, ask the question, and that's where we stop. Okay. So anyway, I think this is it for today. It didn't go as well as the other days in terms of results, but I'm quite happy to have done this little bit of coding after a full day of coding. So yeah, so if by any chance there's still someone watching, and if there's any audio and you can hear me, because I still don't know if that was the case, please follow. You'll get notified next time. If you're watching on YouTube, also follow, or maybe follow also on Twitch so you can get notified when I'm live. So I guess see you soon. I'll try to come back on Saturday at some point. So see ya.